It was an ordinary Wednesday morning at Riverdale Elementary, the kind of place where classrooms buzzed with spelling tests and snack time. But for Ms. Jennings, a calm and kind third-grade teacher, that morning changed everything. See, Ms. Jennings had 24 students, one of them being 9-year-old Lila. And every Wednesday, they had quiet reading time. Kids dozed off to books, while Ms. Jennings graded papers. It was then that she first noticed Lila. She was frozen at her desk. No coloring, no talking, just blank eyes and clenched fists. At first, Ms. Jennings assumed Lila was having a nightmare, except she looked awake but unresponsive. Puzzled, Ms. Jennings walked over. "Lila, are you okay?" she asked, startled. Lila shook her head. She whispered so softly it was almost inaudible. The bus driver did it again. Ms. Jennings froze. Her heart dropped. This wasn't just a vague complaint. It sounded like a pattern, a cry for help. And she didn't wait. She immediately called the school counselor, who brought in the principal. Within the hour, the police were on their way. That day, the police questioned Lila about what happened on the bus. And surprisingly, she told them everything. You see, Mr. Tom Garland was the bus driver. He'd worked at the school for nearly a decade. Parents liked him. He smiled often, told corny jokes, always on time. But every Wednesday he'd do something terrible. He'd say the cameras on the bus were glitching and needed to be fixed. So he'd drive past their usual stop, pull over near a wooded stretch, and tell Lila disturbing, manipulative things. Things number 9-year-old should ever hear. Then he'd threaten her to keep quiet, saying no one would believe a quiet little girl like you. He thought he was too subtle to be caught. But Lila remembered everything. She gave police the exact time, date, and even the words he said. In that same afternoon, detectives pulled the bus footage. And Lila was right, the camera blacked out for 2 minutes every Wednesday. The school immediately suspended Mr. Garland, and the police arrested him the next day. After the news broke, dozens of parents came forward with similar stories. Other kids, some grown now, shared similar things. Mr. Garland had been doing this for years. And every time his friendly smile and clean record kept people from suspecting him. But this time, a brave little girl whispered for words that changed everything. The bus driver did it. Ms. Jennings broke down when she learned how long this had been going on. She later said in an interview, "I almost didn't hear her. If I had just smiled and moved on, God knows what could have happened next week." But Lila didn't have next week. She had the strength to speak up that day. So let's take a moment to appreciate her. And let this be a reminder to all of us that sometimes the scariest cries for help come as a whisper, and the worst monsters wear uniforms and smiles. But it only takes one teacher brave enough to act, and one child brave enough to speak to stop years of pain. So the next time a child says something strange, don't ignore it, don't assume. Just listen carefully, because you might be the only person who does. Thank you for watching this 2-minute documentary. If you want to watch more, we made a playlist of our most popular stories. You can find it on our channel or in the description below.